welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber CISSP Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the ISC Squared CISSP exam with focused explanations and practical context. In today's episode, we're focusing on secure disposal and media sanitization, essential practices for safely and permanently removing data from devices and storage media. These processes are critical in maintaining data confidentiality, complying with legal and regulatory obligations, and preserving customer trust. No matter how secure a system is during its operation, if sensitive information is not properly handled at the end of its life cycle, it could be recovered and misused. As a future certified information systems security professional, understanding how to securely dispose of data-bearing assets and sanitize media is key to responsible cybersecurity operations. Let's begin by defining what we mean by secure disposal. Secure disposal refers to the processes and procedures used to ensure that data is completely and irreversibly removed from storage media. The goal is to make sure that once a device or system is no longer needed, any data it contains cannot be retrieved by unauthorized individuals. This is not just about deleting files or formatting drives. Those actions often leave behind data remnants that can be recovered with forensic tools. Secure disposal requires specialized techniques that eliminate any possibility of data recovery. Whether you're retiring a laptop, decommissioning a server, or returning leased equipment, disposal must be handled with care. Effective disposal protects sensitive data, whether it's customer records, intellectual property, employee information, or internal business plans. Failing to dispose of data securely opens the door to data breaches, legal consequences, and reputational harm. It also violates many data protection laws and standards, such as the General Data Protection Regulation, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, and the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. Organizations that implement secure disposal demonstrate a mature security posture. They show that data lifecycle risks are being managed proactively and that information security extends beyond operational use to include end-of-life processes. Understanding secure disposal practices helps cybersecurity professionals close the loop on data protection and maintain confidence in their security management systems. Now let's explore the importance of media sanitization. Media sanitization is the process of securely erasing data from storage devices so that it cannot be reconstructed or recovered. This goes beyond simple deletion or reformatting. It involves permanently rendering data inaccessible. Sanitization is crucial because data remains on media until it is overwritten or physically destroyed. Even after deletion, bits of data can remain and be retrieved by someone with the right tools and expertise. If you dispose of an unencrypted hard drive or resell a used device without sanitizing it, you risk exposing sensitive information to unintended recipients. Effective media sanitization applies to many device types, including magnetic hard drives, solid-state drives, USB flash drives, backup tapes, smartphones, tablets, and even printers. Any device that stores or processes sensitive data must be sanitized before it is repurposed, recycled, or discarded. Proper sanitization not only protects data but also supports compliance and legal defensibility. Many regulations require organizations to prove that data was properly removed before disposing of systems. Sanitization policies and records can serve as evidence during audits, investigations, or litigation. Sanitization practices also reflect organizational accountability. They show that the organization takes responsibility for its data, even when that data is no longer actively used. This builds trust with customers, regulators. Let's now examine some of the most common and effective media sanitization methods. The appropriate method depends on the type of media, the sensitivity of the data, and any regulatory requirements that apply. First, there is data overwriting. This involves replacing the existing data with random or predetermined patterns, often multiple times, to ensure that the original data cannot be recovered. Overwriting is commonly used for magnetic storage like hard drives and can be performed with software tools that meet industry standards. Second, we have cryptographic erasure. This method is used when data is stored in encrypted form. If the encryption key is securely deleted and unrecoverable, the encrypted data becomes useless. This method is fast, especially for solid-state drives, and is often used in environments where performance and speed matter. Third, there is physical destruction. This includes shredding, crushing, or incinerating the media. These methods are irreversible and are often used for end-of-life disposal of high-sensitivity data. Physical destruction is common for media that cannot be sanitized effectively through software alone. Fourth, there is degaussing. This process uses a strong magnetic field to disrupt the magnetic properties of a device, effectively erasing all data on magnetic tapes and hard drives. Degaussing is effective for certain media types, but can render devices unusable afterward. Each method has its place. The key is to match the sanitization technique to the data classification, media type, and organizational policy. For highly sensitive or classified data, physical destruction may be required. For general business data, secure overwriting or cryptographic erasure may be sufficient. For more information on CISSP certification and other valuable cybersecurity education resources, please visit cybersire.org.me. You'll find bestseller books, training tools, and resources tailored specifically for cybersecurity professionals. Also, there are other podcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Now let's talk about implementing effective disposal and sanitization practices. Start with clear policies and procedures. Your organization should define who is responsible for disposal, what methods are approved, how devices should be tracked, and how sanitization outcomes are documented. Establish secure handling and transportation procedures. Media awaiting sanitization or disposal should be stored in locked containers and transported under supervision. Devices should be clearly labeled and tracked from decommissioning to destruction. Conduct audits and inspections of your disposal and sanitization processes. This ensures adherence to policies, reveals gaps, and strengthens your compliance posture. For highly regulated environments, audit trails are essential. Document every sanitization event. Record what device was sanitized, what method was used, who performed the action, when it was done, and what verification steps were taken. This documentation supports audits, legal defenses, and incident investigations. Train your staff. Anyone involved in media handling, disposal, or sanitization must be trained on proper procedures, risk awareness, and the consequences of improper handling. Training ensures that good intentions are backed by proper execution. Let's now review the security controls that support secure disposal and sanitization. Begin with secure storage. Devices waiting for disposal or sanitization should be kept in locked cabinets or containers, preferably in restricted areas with access logs and video monitoring. Implement tracking systems that log each device's status, from in use to retired to sanitized to destroyed. Use barcodes or asset management software to maintain visibility and reduce the risk of devices being lost or stolen. Use validated tools and destruction equipment. Ensure that sanitization software meets recognized standards, such as those from NIST or the Department of Defense. Destruction equipment should be maintained and periodically tested to confirm it is operating effectively. Secure your documentation. Records of sanitization and disposal activities should be protected with encryption, access controls, and secure storage. This information is sensitive and must be protected, like other security documentation. Perform regular assessments of your sanitization and disposal practices. Look for new technologies, updated regulatory requirements, or changing business needs that might require updates to your strategy. Let's conclude with continuous improvement in disposal and sanitization management. Like all areas of cybersecurity, your practices must evolve. New media types, emerging threats, and updated compliance standards may require adjustments to your processes. Use incident analysis and audit results to refine your methods. If a device was lost in transit or data was recovered from improperly sanitized media, take corrective action immediately. Learn from mistakes and use them to strengthen future practices. Encourage collaboration. Work with legal, compliance, facilities, and procurement teams to ensure that sanitization is handled properly across the entire asset lifecycle, from acquisition to decommissioning. Reinforce training. Make disposal and sanitization part of your regular security awareness efforts. Use real-world examples to show why these steps matter. Empower your team with knowledge and tools that support safe, consistent practices. Thank you for joining the CISSP Prepcast by Bare Metal Cyber. Visit baremetalcyber.com for additional episodes, comprehensive CISSP study resources, and personalized certification support. Deepen your understanding of secure disposal and media sanitation, and will consistently support your journey toward CISSP certification success.